Hello, hello. This is Martha Brown, your host for the Time Savvy Moms Summit. And I am so grateful and honored to have two amazing guests here that are allowing me to interview and chat with them today. So let me introduce you to my friends. We have Dara Lee Simmons and Laura Ribbins right here. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you, Martha, so much for having us. We're super excited to be here and part of your summit.
But let me tell you all a little bit about them because you're going to be blown away by what our conversation is going to go today. So, Dara Lee Simmons and Laura Ribbins, my two friends right here, they are the CEOs of Wellness Warriors Ignite. It's a platform dedicated to helping women over 40 achieve lasting weight loss. Laura, described as a renowned witness fitness expert. This is real life here, right?
Yeah.
While Dara Lee is a wellness advocate and coach. Together, they offer a bold, no nonsense approach to wellness. Their signature method combines mindset mastery, whole food living, and short, effective workouts that fit into real life. Who doesn't need that, no matter what? They aim to help professional women over 40 reset their metabolism, ditch food guilt, and build confidence through a brain and body strategy. And they're committed to helping women reclaim their vitality, and drop weight for good, focusing on flipping the script on weight loss and igniting energy, strength, and self worth rather than promoting fads. And they are fabulous. So, are you ready to dig into it? I'm super excited.
Yeah,
Well, we
yeah,
love what we do, so that's the
Oh,
key to everything.
that
and it
is.
comes through in everything. Like, I just, from what I know with both of you, and I've known you both for quite a long time, your energy just comes across. I know you love what you do. And I also know that you have this incredible way of combining the movement, the mindset, the real life nutrition that's sustainable. So what would you say is your like coaching superpower that creates this lasting transformation for people?
So I think what it is Laura and I are both educators, right? That's our background. And we approach each woman as an individual because everybody has different challenges, different things they're dealing with, different life. And we really take the time to figure out what is it that's holding you back? What is it that you need to make changes with? It's about adding little changes each week and building on those. And that's when sustainable lifestyle habits happen, when we can do just little steps at a time and start making that transformation.
I love that.
And it's becoming so important to people because our lives are so busy, especially for women. I know a lot of women, they put themselves last every single time. For us to get out there and put the me before the we, if we're taking care of ourselves, we're going to do a better job taking care of it, whether it's our little ones, our family, we'll be more creative, we'll be more focused. Everything else we do is like a domino effect. It all shines. And one thing that Dara Lee just said, and I'll just give a real life example of this. She talked about baby steps in each individual. You'll, and when I say this, everyone's going to go, oh, I know people tell me that, you've got to drink more water, got to have more water. Well, yes. And they say how much you should have, and we should be having at least 2 liters a day. You don't have to drink 2 liters a day if you're only ever having one glass. Just have a little bit more water today so your body can absorb that. And then the next day, have a little bit more, and you build up to it using that sustainability word that Dara Lee just said. This is going to be part of your life rather than something you're trying to madly do just today to make a change. And these tiny little habits is what people can change, and they're all individualized.
We try to take on these big things all at the same time, whether it's our fitness, our business, any of these types of things. And then we feel that's when we get into overwhelm and burnout, and we're like, forget it, I can't do this.
Yeah.
So I love that this is the approach that you both use and really honing in on it and meeting people where they are, especially for like our busy mom audience here who breaking it into pieces for them is so important.
Well,
So
Martha, look at it this way. If we get you on a call and we find, we had just had some great questions, you find out that it's not so much the weight. People, they just want to feel, maybe their word is, I want to feel more comfortable. I want to be pain-free. I want to always be able to squat down and help my little guy tie his shoes. I want to be able to go play outside and have some energy. I don't want to be like someone else I know where they can't even go to the bathroom by themselves, and so all these, you find out where the real pain is of what, yes, they're an overload, but by talking about what that overload looks like, then you realize, oh, I can start with this one small step and it's going to make all this so much easier.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And so I feel like a lot of people, especially us business owners, think we need more strategy, more tools. But when it comes to like the secret to growth that actually starts with wellness, can you like help explain that?
Yeah, Laura and I decided wellness is not a side dish. This is the main enchilada. For us, our wellness should be our number one self-care. That's where it all starts because when we treat our bodies and fuel our bodies with just good nutritious foods and move just a little bit, and Laura, I hope you'll talk about the brain cocktail that we can whip up in a hurry. Our body is our engine of our business. And when we have the vitality, the energy, and the ability to multitask and get through all of that, that's really what we need in our business. And when you start to feel that, you'll see huge changes in your output, in everything you do business wise. It's just amazing.
Ooh, I love that.
And the brain cocktails you're talking about, this is pretty cool. So we could talk for hours on this. It's so exciting. But just you moving, I'll start with the 10 minutes and then I'll show you how much time you really need. But just getting up and moving around, get up 5 minutes, get up. I'm going to go fill my water bottle in the kitchen. I'm going to stretch a little bit. I'm going to turn around the chair. I can march right here. I can stand up and sit down. Just moving. I could go for a walk. I could go out the driveway and back in the driveway. Just by moving, it gets the dopamine, the endorphins, serotonin, all moving in your brain cocktail, all the feel good stuff, the focus. You will be more focused. Your creativity will be up for up to 2 hours after that. If you put in 10 minutes, you've got 2 hours of more productivity with your brain being more alert. Who would not want that? Now the science is showing that in 60 seconds, you can get the cocktail moving. So who doesn't have 60 seconds? Put a little timer on your computer, have your watch go off. We all have all these gadgets that can tell us when to stand up. But even moving in the chair, marching on the spot, a vibration plate under your feet. There's so many things we could be doing just to move. And the result of that moving, your brain's going to love it, your body's going to love it, and your workload will love it because you will be, actually what we call it is, you're sort of getting that cocktail going is one of your superpowers, and a habit that if you pop that into your daily schedule, you will see some amazing results.
Yes. Oh, I love that. I do my weekly planning parties. And part of that is like, I say self-care, but I very quickly, I'm like, this is your movement. This is your wellness. Like, this is you taking care of you. And it doesn't take long. I also talk about making sure and I have to do it for myself. I set a timer at least every hour to remind myself to get up and move at least for 2 minutes. I mean, sometimes more, but yeah, just to get up and move, especially, and who doesn't want to be more creative, especially when we're running a business and trying to create things and connect and communication and all those types of things.
You just said it. You've got to schedule it in. It is part of your business. It is part of the wellness of your business. Like Dara Lee said, not a side dish. It is part of the main course. And we just have to reframe how we're looking at it. Mm-hmm. If you realize the value in it and the emotion of how good it feels when you do partake, you're not going to want to miss out.
No. Right? I will say too, like, two of my favorite things that I have gotten over the last 6 months has been my vibration plate, which is under my desk, which you can't see, and a walking pad, which is right over here next to me. So that way I can get up, I can walk. And then sometimes my brain, if I leave my office, then I'm off doing laundry and everything else, which is fine for movement, but it's not good for me getting stuff done. So if I just get up, get on my walking pad for a little bit, it helps a lot too. So I think exactly what you're saying. Listen to what they're saying.
And one little tidbit is because you want to work all aspects of your wellness. When you're on that little walking pad, even if you do opposite hand to knee, you'll be working left brain, right brain.
You have an amazing talk coming up. It's from Foggy to Fierce. So, can you explain for everyone like what you mean by that and what kind of transformation can women expect?
Okay. All right. So again, many of us are feeling overwhelmed. We've got too much on our plate. We're scattered, right? All of that because we're trying to juggle so much. And we're just going back to when we take care of ourselves, when we make our wellness a priority, we are going to not only see a decrease in that overwhelm, a decrease in, like Laura says, just 10 minutes, even just 60 seconds of movement is going to give your brain more focus, better power. And Martha, you said you do it every hour. That's a great place to be. Maybe it'd be better to do it every 30 minutes, but you know what? We have to start somewhere. And if you make it a point, because I know many times we'll sit at our desk for 4 or 5 hours straight and not move. So if you're getting up every hour to move for 2 or 3 minutes, that's fantastic. And you're going to see the energy, the focus, the creativity that Laura talked about, and fueling our body. When we fuel with just good, healthy, nutritious foods that are easy to find, easy to grab, you'll see an amazing transformation in your energy levels.
And I'd like to use two words that I think people can relate to. Many of us are in survival mode or have been, that total chaos, like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm going to get through today. And it's also how we talk to ourselves because we approach the whole mindset thing. But that survival mode, I think people can relate to. And it can be a hot mess for someone else. Someone else might look very organized, but that in their head, they're barely pushing through. So how we talk to ourselves and mindset wise is important. But being grounded, I think, is super important. Now, literally, yes, go put your feet in the dirt. Other ways of getting super grounded as well. But just feeling like we're grounded and we have our stuff together when we start our day is super important. So tools we have for people to start their day so they can feel like, whew, okay, I'm ready. And then it's a positive day. A bump in the road, I can't finish this now. I've got to go pick up my kids from school. They're sick. Or there's bumps in the roads all the time. Oh, they just fell down. Now they need a Band-Aid. And then to be able to be okay with that. We spend a lot of energy not being okay with that. We can tend to complain about it, whatever. So to feel grounded, to get that fogginess of how can I feel clear about my day, what I'm doing, and some great tricks on that one. They're not even hacks. They're just like steps you can do in the morning to make your day so much easier. So you feel like at the end of the day, you're like, man, I knocked it out of the park today. Whether that meant quality time with your kids, or you got your work done, or you have a new client. But I think it's often, Martha, we just have to step back, look at what's going on, and what are my first steps to my total wellness, which includes working. And that's what Dara Lee and I do. We love doing that. Help you get out of those trees so you can look at them and go, okay, that big one right there, that's where we're starting.
Yes. Make sure you catch their session for the event, From Foggy to Fierce. They're going to be dropping all these truth bombs for you, giving you actual things that you could take away. Heck, they did that today for you, right? So much goodness. But if you get your VIP, they have an extra bonus for you. So can you tell us about that, please?
Yes, you get a free coaching call with either Laura or I. You get to choose which one do you want to book with, and we will help you pinpoint What is that 1 or 2 little steps that you can take today to make those changes and energize yourself and energize your business?
And right there, a lot of people don't take that step. And now we're giving the VIPs free because rather than pay almost $300 to sit down and talk to us, this is a free opportunity for the VIPs to get started. Well, now you don't need to.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting that call, which is valued at $297, right?
Yeah.
For
Yes.
$47, plus all the other bonuses inside of there. On top of the fact that most of us don't do things because we aren't sure where to start. And so
Bingo.
you're literally giving them that direction of, let me hear about you, and I'm going to tell you exactly where to start. Make sure you catch their talk. Dara Lee and Laura, thank you so much for being here today. I'm so grateful for both of you.
Thank you, Martha. It's a great
Yes.
opportunity to meet all these people.
Yay.
Thank you, Martha. I'm super excited to be here.
Awesome. All right. So don't forget, get your ticket for the Time Savvy Mom Summit. Upgrade to that VIP. You can get their extra bonus as well as all the others, and we will see you there. Enjoy your day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.